Welcome, everybody. Welcome to CTM Sports Live. I had to take a break because it was daddy daycare last week. Wife had to go do something with her job. Took some students to Skills USA, and daddy had to stay at home with the kids all week. So spent a whole week off of work with the kids, which is a blessing within itself. I don't take that for granted. I don't take it lightly. And I can literally take off a week and spend time with the family. And not have to worry about work. I don't take that lightly at all. But had to take a break for that. Had a great time with the kids. Wife had a great time in Atlanta. We back home. Thank God my wife's back home safe and sound. I appreciate that. When you got a good wife, you miss your wife, and when she comes back home, it's an awesome thing. So shout out to my wife, love you, babe. Love the kids, even though, hey, let me tell you something, fathers out there. If you got a good wife, when they leave, and you have to watch the kids 24/7 for 6 days, you grow an appreciation that's even more for your spouse. Cause let me tell you something about two kids. They don't understand how adults work, and sometimes adults we don't understand how kids work. Well, sometimes we just coexist together. So, with that being said, shout out to the kids, Mike Jr. and Naomi had a great time this week. It was all over Little Rock. So, at the mall, pizza place, they love Larry's Pizza and Pie Five, and they are little vegans and don't even know it. So funny. So with that being said, we're going right into the show. Welcome to CTM Sports Talk, where we talk about sports from a regular person's perspective. I'm not a celebrity. I'm not on TNT or no sports show. I'm just a regular person who just like talking about sports. Stuff I see fly across the wire. I see things that's behind the curtain, and sometimes, if you don't really catch it, it kind of throws you off. And that's what we're finna get into on this next topic. So, the Clippers announced that PG is not returning to the team. Paul George opted out of his $48 million option to become a free agent. So what is this really saying? What's behind the curtain on this? What is this really saying? So when I see this, I see that he's not returning. He opted out his $48 million option to become a free agent. I see either his agent or his team telling him that there are teams out there willing to pay you more than 48 million. He's trying to get probably at least two more contracts, but probably before he retire. So about two more bags. So I think this is probably be that first bag that he get. In free agency right now is not a lot out there, so this is probably like the best time for him to be a free agent. So some people wouldn't turn down 48 million for 1 year, but being in LA, you got to think. I mean, they probably gonna take what 24 of that, something like that, just off taxes and stuff. So not including agents and other things he got going on. So one of the things I want to talk about too is when a team doesn't roll out the red carpet to try to keep you, they actually announce that you're not returning. What happened behind the scenes with negotiations? What happened with as far as where did it break down? Where did it? Because he played a whole season. They didn't try to re-sign him to a longer term deal. They didn't restructure the contract. They let him play the whole season out without doing anything. And that's my last piece on this is your best ability is your availability. Now, people gonna say you can't control injuries, It happens. I'm not saying it does, but there's two sides to that coin. There's injuries, and then on the other side, from a business perspective, availability. Even in the corporate world, sometimes the best stat is were you available consistently. 9 times out of 10, were you available? And unfortunately, injuries is a part of the package of negotiation. You wasn't available. We only can depend on you 3, 4, 5 out of 10. So we can't give you 200 million if your history is an indicator that you're not available. But let me know in the comments what you think about that. Did his availability stop him from getting paid with the Clippers? Being injured, being out. And with that being said, let me know that.
You want answers! I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
Is the Clippers run over that they tried to make? Is it over? Is it time for them to kind of not a full rebuild or just reorchestrate some things? Because they let Paul George go. I think James Harden re-signed probably because he probably knew that there wasn't no other teams out there that was going to sign him. So, kind of want to stay close to home in L.A. That's probably where he's going to retire it. Probably 9 times out of 10, unless Oklahoma do like some kind of weird deal where he come back there and retire. But who knows? But is the Clippers run over, or are they going to restructure? Because Kawhi Leonard, his availability stat is not that great. He do good in the regular season, but somehow in the playoffs, it is always come up. He get nicked. He get injured. Once again, not bashing. I'm just telling you from a business standpoint.
It's always business. Never personal.
In business, it's all about consistency, skill set, value, and mindset. Consistency, man, will change the game. I mean, it'll make somebody else look that much more different because just because they're more consistent. So if I could give you anything to take from this is your best ability is your availability. Think about that in life. Are you available? The next one is Klay Thompson is entering free agency. The Mavericks have a $16.1 million trade exception created from the Tim Hardaway Jr. trade. Lakers and Clippers would be $12.8 million non-tax, some kind of non-tax deal unless a sign and trade. 76ers could have $14 million in room if Paul George signs with them. Who do you think that Klay wants to play for at this point in his career?
You want answers! I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
I think Klay is going to play whoever offers the bag. That's just my opinion. He's getting ready to, on the back end of his career. And when you get to this point, he's already won the championships with the Warriors. At this point, you're just trying to get all the money. You're trying to take all the money you can off the table before it's time to leave the table. That's just my opinion. You don't want to leave no money on the table when you retire from a professional sport, whether it's football, basketball, hockey, baseball. You want to get all the money you can based on the value that you provided and that you have. And you don't ever want to retire knowing that you left, 10, 20, $30 million on the table when you could have got it. So with that being said, the Warriors did not re-sign him. Even though he started with them, they got him at his prime. And people always want to talk about loyalty.
It's always business. Never personal.
Loyalty only lies when the skill set is at a high. But when the skill set start to decline, guess what happens? Loyalty declines in professional sports. Sometimes in real life too. People roll with you when you at the height, but when you start to come down, they start to find the next person who's at the height. So it's just how life works. You know, peaks and valleys. Sometimes you at your peak, sometimes you at a valley. You got to be able to handle both up here. And I think he's handling it well. He's not doing a lot of talking. He just handling his business.
It's always business. Never personal.
And pretty much, he going around telling them.
Mama, you may be 3 years older, but you hype. Give me that. You be talking like you like what I got. Give me that.
So with that being said, Klay Thompson has pretty much said cheers to the Warriors.
Cheers to you for giving me a chance.
So do you think Klay want to play with the Lakers? All he got to do is just stand in the corner and shoot the three, wherever he want to stand at. Corner three, mid-court three, right there in the bend, he want that three, that three-quarter three, wherever he want to shoot it from, he can shoot it from. Because when LeBron bring the ball up, all he got to do is go in the corner. They're going to double him or AD, bam. Get that joker to Klay, splash, done. If I was the Lakers,
Blade, ready to die.
I would trade D'Lo. I would say, let's do a sign and trade. I send you D'Lo. If they would even take it, but I give you D'Lo and Rui Hachimura for Klay, and it's like some draft picks or something. Just get rid of them. You don't need them. Let LeBron bring the ball up. You don't need D'Lo for that. You can get any point guard for that. You can bring me in for point guard. I can just get the rebound and pass it to LeBron and just walk up court, let them run the offense. Get rid of them. But that's just me. Let me know in the comments where you think Klay gonna go. Do you think you want to go to the Lakers? Do you think you want to go to the Mavs? Or you think it's gonna be a surprise team in there like a New York or something? Because if he went to New York, I don't know if he want to play for Thibodeau, but if he went to New York and they had a legit shooter at the two with Brunson, man, boy, if Klay really wanted to take the Pepsi challenge, I'll go out on a limb and say this.
You want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
If Klay really wanted to take the Pepsi challenge, he could go to Detroit. And they'll probably max him out too. He go to Detroit. And like if he could turn that team around as a veteran, I know that's a wish list thing, but that would be pretty crazy if he did that. Go to Detroit, he get all the shots he want. He bring up Cade Cunningham because he just got the max, the $200 million max, and bring that team to a point of stability. Oh man, dude! I mean, that would be awesome. But that's just a wish list thing. But let me know in the comments what you think about that. Our next topic is CP3 agrees to a 1-year, $11 million deal. Keep getting them checks.
Mama, you may be 3 years older, but you hype. Give me that. You be talking like you like what I got. Give me that.
Can you feel it? CP3, can he make Wembyamba better? Can he make him better? And I think that the way that the Spurs run their offense and the way Chris Paul, he controls the offense and he runs a half-court game, they the perfect marriage. Probably at this point in this career, in this point that the Spurs are at. Perfect match. Because they both don't like speeding up. They both like to slow it down, run a half court offense, and Chris Paul is the perfect guy for that. I think the Lakers missed out on this opportunity. They probably gonna regret this, but this is my opinion. I think it would have been great, especially with JJ Redick being there. But who knows? I think the Lakers are gonna try to get Klay. But back to CP3, he will make the Spurs better because he knows how to run an offense, and like he'll be like Greg Popovich on the floor, pretty much. And then they kind of get him to get in there and kind of talk to Wemby a little bit, give him the game on the NBA. So when he retires, Wemby kind of coming along with his development. So let me know what you think about that. Chris Paul going to the Spurs, getting that check. 1 year, $11 million. Our next topic.
You want answers. I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
They're already starting to prime hate. And I'm here to let you know. This team prime all the way over here. This team prime all day. When we switch over to college football, it's team prime all day. So will the Bucks be better this season? They absolutely will be better this season. They will be better. He's already got some good players out of transfer portal from what I saw. He's gotten a better coaching staff. Better. So did the O-line get better? Absolutely, they did. They got some beefed up O-line. I think that I can see them going like 10-2 or 9-3 next season. I see them probably going to a bowl game. Maybe winning the Big 12 because they just think they moved to the Big 12 now. They probably gonna make some noise this season. I think last season was a wake up what they needed. It was a really glaring. I think they just tried to work with what they had, but now I think he got better. I'm not saying he a juggernaut, but I'm saying he getting there. And he said he wanted to stay with the Buffs and dominate. So we'll see what happens. People are saying the NFL might try to get him when his son get drafted, but hey, listen. When it comes down to somebody paying you generational money that you can't accumulate on your own, a team wants to pay you $100 million or some crazy number to coach in the NFL. You can say all those stuff you want, but guess what, man? You can't turn that kind of money down. Think about this for regular people. I want to put this in the terms for regular people. This is like you saying, I love my job, I don't want to leave, and then a place from out of state come offer you a position and say, hey, we'll give you triple of what you're making. Let's say if you're making $50,000 a year, they say we'll give you $150 to come to New Mexico and work here in New Mexico. Most people, I'm gonna say 85%, probably will take that. Even though they said they don't want to leave their job, even though they say they want to stay loyal, but you got to understand what are the chances that you could even get offers like that again. Some opportunities you only have one shot, maybe two at best, to take advantage of those opportunities. And then there are opportunities that that if you just stay with it, they'll come back up again. But there are some opportunities that you can't turn down from a business
Always
standpoint.
business. Never personal.
So take that to the bank with you. You got to understand that about life. There are some opportunities that you cannot turn down. You have to do your research. You have to do your due diligence. You have to do your thought process. But you got to understand that, Dion is at Colorado, and I do believe he want to stay. But if an NFL team come and offer him, 80, 90, 100 million or something like that, something crazy, over 10 years or something, or whatever, but the money's guaranteed, man, listen, you have to consider that. I don't care who you are. You hear these fans out here talking about how he left. Man, listen, they offered him, I think they paying him more now. Jackson State, they just can't afford. They couldn't afford to pay him that much. They couldn't. And most, even in the real world, most corporations know that, or jobs you work at know that, if somebody come along and offer you an X amount of dollars, they cannot afford to pay you that. They will even tell you that. You gotta take that. You can't turn that down. I mean, a job would tell you that. So when you hear these things, you gotta be smart up here, man. You gotta be understand how things work in life. Some opportunities you don't get second, third times. You have to take advantage while it's there. So with that being said, man, shout out to Warren Sapp, coaching the D line, coaching the defensive ends and D tackles. I mean, Hall of Fame DN was a beast at Miami, was a beast at Tampa Bay in that cover two. You got to think, man, in that Tampa two, the D line, the four down lineman is all you got rushing the quarterback. You may blitz every now and then, but most of the time, the D lineman, the two D tackles, and your two D ends are your primary rushers of the quarterback. So one of them gonna face the double team. Sometimes they may get 1-on-1, but most time, like Warren Sapp was going against double teams. Sometimes maybe even triple team with the running back coming up and trying to slow him down. But bringing people like that in, it motivates those players to be able to get that insight and wisdom from a player who played in the NFL at a high level. That's a Hall of Famer. They can give you the pointers, not only about playing football, but about life as a man, how to move and operate. So shout out to Warren Sapp, man. 100. So be sure to check out the stuff that we making on CTM TV right now, whether it's CTM Sports. Sometimes we do reactions. We're going to try to do more of those. And the Thinking Game podcast, where we talk about more adult things, how to navigate through things in life, whether it's in life, living in the inner city, the work world, the corporate world, sometimes the tech world. We just want to make content to give back to our youth and middle-aged adults and let them know that you can overcome if you put in the work and have a thinking strategy on how to navigate this life. So like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe to CTM TV at YouTube. And subscribe to CTM TV LR on all platforms, whether it's Instagram, Twitter, or X, TikTok, and Facebook. We appreciate all of the support. We appreciate everybody who's been watching the channel so far. And help us grow, help us reach 1K as we grow on this journey to create content. And remember, when it comes to CTM TV, there can be only one.
There can be only one.
Here we are, on to the king.
And this is Mike, and I'm signing out. Thanks for watching.